Hello, Endo sisters and supporters. Kenny here, here with Kristen McCroby, founder of Endometriosis and Me. And as some of you know, I am a health coach who focuses specifically on women with endometriosis and helping women achieve symptom relief holistically and naturally, and taking the reins back on their health. So welcome to episode 6 of Real Talk. This one's going to be a short one. We've had a couple in a row that have been a little bit longer, a little more informative. And today we're talking about something that we keep seeing that has been stirring up some issues, some fear, and as well as anger, frustration, and controversy. And that is endometriosis is not cancer. We keep seeing these articles in the group. You see them online where people are posting saying that they just got diagnosed with stage 4 endometriosis cancer or something like that. So we see these things and it freaks people out. And I know Kristen and I both have looked into some of the profiles that are sharing this information. And a lot of times it turns out that it's not actually a real profile. So we're not sure if this is just people fear-mongering, what the purpose of this is, but we're going to just dive into that today and get pretty specific about it. So I'll turn it over to you, Kristen, and let you take it away. Are you there?
Okay, so one thing is, and yep, hi.
Hello.
So when Googling endometriosis, Kenny?
Yeah, I think we lost you. It's kind of cutting in and out. Oh, I can see you moving now.
Can you hear me okay?
A little bit. Yeah, sorry guys, we're having a little bit of technical issues today. So let's see if we can try one more time, and then if not, I can go through some of what you were wanting to share.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No?
Yep.
All right. So when Googling is endometriosis, the first thing that comes up is endometriosis cancer? So I have noted, and I've also noticed a lot of like trolls or people who aren't real who are posting, is endometriosis cancer? And I just got diagnosed with this stage 4 endometriosis cancer on not only the Endometriosis and Me private group, but other endo groups as well. And I just think it's important to understand that though endometriosis spreads and is staged like cancer, it's not cancer. The abnormal tissue implants that grow as a result of endometriosis aren't cancerous. It's simply benign tissue, which means it's not dangerous, it's not cancerous, that grows in areas where they are meant to grow. Endometriosis very rarely causes endometrial cancer or uterine cancer, as these cancers are seen in fewer than 1% of all women with endometriosis. So it's a rare instance that endometriosis turns into endometrial cancer or into uterine cancer. And if it does, it's usually seen in older women, and again, less than 1% of women with endometriosis. When associated with any type of uterine cancer, endometriosis is most commonly found with a type of endometrioid cancer. However, research hasn't shown that endometriosis actually causes any type of cancer.
Okay. All right. So there is a such thing as endometrial cancer, but it's totally separate from endometriosis. Only 1% or less of women with endometriosis end up having endometrial cancer, and the two are currently not linked whatsoever as far as research. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, so we were talking about this the other day, and it's frustrating because here we have these communities of women, and like Kristen was saying, it's not just in the Endometriosis and Me private group. It's in many endometriosis support groups. So all of these groups, all of these places where these women are coming together to share their fears, their stories, seek support, seek assistance, advice, get an idea of what's happening. There are fake profiles. There are other people they have other motives for sharing false information. And so our purpose for today was to just come on and say, it's not true. It's not cancer. Just because it's staged does not mean that there is cancer growing in your body. And, if you have that fear in the back of your head because, it's like, well, who are these two women to say whether or not it is? Of course, ask questions. And as we discussed in episode 4, where we talked about advocating for yourself, was that episode 4? Anyway, that episode, advocating for yourself with your doctors, with your physician. This is where this comes in. Ask questions, even if you think that they might be silly. Ask questions so that you're not going home or walking around with this fear of unknown aspects of this disease with you. There's already enough fear out there. There's already enough concern. There's already enough pain. You're already dealing with plenty. You have plenty to deal with. This layer is unfortunate and nonsensical, and frankly, you just don't deserve to fall victim to it. So, I'll never understand it. Kristen and I were chatting about this the other day. It's like, I'll never understand how anybody could spend their life or spend time in their life creating fear or instilling fear or pain in other people. That's just not so. It's beyond me. I don't understand it. So we wanted to hop on today. We wanted to just clear that up and say, hey, endometriosis is not cancer. And those kinds of posts, if you see them, you can shut them down, you can flag them. And by shutting it down, I don't mean doing anything particularly. You can completely ignore it. You can also comment and simply say endometriosis is not cancer. It's up to you, but you can just keep scrolling, you can ignore it, and not let it interfere with your day. So anything you wanted to add, Kristen?
Just that endometriosis is not cancer. Even though it's staged, it is not cancer.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's all we had for you today. We just wanted to hop on and just simply say, here's what it isn't, and we're here for you. And as always, please remember that you can reach out directly to Kristen or to myself if there are particular topics that you'd like covered. If there are particular frustrations or fears or anything under the sun related to being a woman and being a woman with endometriosis, because there's not an area of our life that this doesn't impact. So there's not a topic that's off topic. So please, again, Kristen is the founder of Endometriosis and Me. So you can connect with her in multiple different ways. There's www.endometriosisandme.com is her website. And then there is the Endometriosis and Me Facebook page, as well as the Endometriosis and Me closed group, which, by the way, I did notice something about the group. The group changed to secret, I believe. Yes?
Secret.
Okay. So with it.
Yes,
Oh, go ahead.
That's just so that we can control the trolls a little bit, and then we'll go back to closed.
Okay, great. Yeah. So that doesn't mean you can't join the group. Reach out. Um, if you are a person who's like, oh, I'm not in that closed group yet, it's secret right now, so if it's we have to invite you in, so you would reach out directly to Kristen. And then I have a group that also, it's a closed group, and it is in collaboration with all of Kristen's groups, and it is called Endometriosis Nourish, Flourish, Thrive. And you're welcome to also request to join that group. We do focus on what is possible with endo and thriving with endo and natural ways to get back the reins of your life. And you can also find me at Kenny Rochelle Coaching. That is my Facebook page. So Kenny Rochelle Coaching and Endometriosis Nourish, Flourish, Thrive. Of course, you guys are welcome to leave comments here. You're welcome to connect with us in any way, shape, or form, because we're here to help you and to serve you and to talk about the stuff that you want to talk about and to give you the answers you want to receive. So thank you so much. We are so happy that you were here with us today, and we will see you next week. So bye, guys.